It's happened again. Speaker Mike Johnson has tried to screw over MAGA once again. This time, this cocksucker put forth this bill. Tried to do it as like a spending bill, continual resolution. Thomas Massey predicted this a couple months ago. He said something like, we're going to wait till Christmas and then we'll bring a bill forth. And since everybody wants to go home, they're going to force everybody to vote on this monstrous package. Well, this one is a doozy. This one is really, really bad. It is so bad that I think it falls on borderline bribery. Because in the bill is so much crap. I thought the American people had an election, and that should have been like hey, we don't like this shit no more. But apparently Speaker Mike Johnson, who's supposed to be a MAGA speaker, didn't get the fucking memo. And this is like literally a Republican bill. He's the one that supports this. And it is full of outrageous shit. Get over here. No, I'm in the wrong spot. Turn my thing. Crap. Speaker Mike Johnson. Bullshit. It's just sad. I mean, just going through it. Let's see here. What else do we got here? So, from InfoWars today, J6 Committee legal cover. Censorship cartel funding. Spending package riddled with weaponized pork. Johnson may scrap bill after outrage. Well, let's hope he does. And let's hope that anybody that fucking votes for this goddamn bill should be primaried. Doug LaMalfa will probably fucking vote for it because it includes $60 billion to the Nazis in Ukraine. And for some reason, Doug LaMalfa likes Nazis in Ukraine more than he likes the American people. I'm so sick of Doug LaMalfa, that piece of shit. But, so anyways, this thing is gross. And this is the cocksucker right here. This piece of shit right there. Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House. He needs to go. He needs to go. Kicked out. He no longer needs to be Speaker. He's shown his true colors. I guess there's going to be a vote in a couple weeks on the speakership, and he supposedly secured all the votes. Not after this. Not after this. He should not even think about approaching Congress with a bill like this. Not when Donald Trump's taken power. No. And there is a lot here. It says that basically the Department of Justice, Kash Patel, and all them can't subpoena Congress like the J6 committee or anybody that's involved with that shit. It basically protects Liz Cheney, all these evil fuckers that did all this kind of shit. Oh, and by the way, Liz Cheney is now up for some sort of she's been referred to for investigation because she did witness tampering during the J6 thing. And guess what? That was announced 2 days ago. And everybody thinks that's a good thing, but here's my problem with it. All you're doing is putting her on the radar for Joe Biden to pardon. You couldn't wait 34 days to fucking say she's under investigation? No, we got to do it right before Joe Biden leaves office because that's the right thing to do. Republicans and Democrats, they act like they fight with each other and they act like they got problems with each other. They really don't. They like each other, they protect each other, and they don't care whether or not they fucking do all these huge crimes against the Americans, the American public, and against our honor as Americans. These fucking people are a disgrace. Yes, it is last beer. And so for this last beer, we're going to delve into this bullshit continual resolution bill. If it was a continual resolution, I don't see why it's got to be 1,500 pages. Maybe like a couple pages that says, yeah, we're doing the same thing as last year. Why do you got to add $1,500 or 1,500 other pages on it? It's bullshit. So this cocksucker, Mike Johnson, he needs to go. He should no longer be speaker. And then he should be primaried out of office. This man should be no longer in power. He is weak. Rand Paul calls him a weak man. So this is a thing earlier today, and everybody's been in a total uproar, and they should be about it. Everybody should be calling their congressman. I'd call Doug LaMalfa, but I've called his office many times, and I've called him almost every bad name underneath the book, because that cocksucker likes to fund, Ukrainian Nazis. Everybody's like, oh, Russia and Ukraine. I don't give a fuck. Ukraine's full of Nazis. Why are we funding them? They're dragging us into World War III, and we have no business being in there other than Hunter and Joe Biden and some Democrats and Republicans got bioweapon labs there. And everybody's getting a kickback from it. I just go on and on about these fucking people. So let's go here. Update. Things are getting interesting. House Speaker Mike Johnson reportedly discussed a Plan B to fund the government as a clean continuing resolution without the $100 billion disaster aid, and the below shit show of swampy handouts and government outreach political reports. The $100 billion disaster relief is for all the hurricane victims. So are you holding that hostage? Oh, we'll just do a Plan B without it. I got no problem with the $100 billion disaster relief for hurricane victims and all these people that suffered these atrocities in our country. $60 billion? No. To Ukraine? No. You know what? Why don't you, I don't care, knock the $100 billion down to $60 billion from the Ukraine thing and give that to the hurricane people. We should no longer ever be supporting Ukraine. We should get out of NATO, and we should tell the UN to go fuck themselves and get out of our country. That's what we should do. So let's go through this. Speaker Johnson is in discussions to drop current spending plan in favor of a clean bill. Democrats, of course, will throw a mega tantrum, which makes Friday's government shutdown more likely. Good. Shut it down. Everybody's like, oh no, if they shut down the government, shut it down. Nothing's bad's going to happen. We're not going to be attacked. We're not going to be totally defenseless. The government will still function fine. Paychecks will still get out. Social Security will still be paid. The Army and the Navy and the Marine Corps and the Air Force and Space Force, they'll still be paid. The government shutdown means that that the bureaucracy shut down and they can't do anything that they want to do. So shut it down. Fuck them. Shut it down until Trump gets in office and then give us a real spending bill. And Mike Johnson needs to get the fuck out of office. He needs to just surrender the gavel, get the fuck out. No longer wanted. Fuck you, Mike Johnson. It's not just riddled with pork, as detailed below. It's packed with full weaponized pork. For starters, it gives the Global Engagement Center, which is the government censorship juggernaut, additional funding. Texas Lindsay reports the 1,547-page funding bill includes an extension for the Global Engagement Center, a massive contributor within the social censorship industrial complex who pressured social media companies to censor Americans. And it'll extend their existence for another 9 years. Well, I really hope that makes Elon and Vivek, perk up their ears, and that will be one of those things that we can close down, and all that funding can go back into our coffers. We don't need to spend this kind of money. We're already in debt. Why is the Republican House about to reauthorize a government censorship and propaganda operation? Good fucking point. This thing is just totally bad. A new provision in the latest CR lets Congress block subpoenas for House data, including emails potentially in preventing any investigation into the January 6th committee. The committee that put innocent people away for 4 years. A lot of these people haven't even gone to court. And as a part of the Bill of Rights, they are guaranteed a fair and speedy trial. Nope. They didn't get it. And so things need to be done there. Like find out who did that. Merrick Garland, who authorized this kind of crap. And then they need to be prosecuted. And if they did it all on the evidence of the January 6th committee, like Liz Cheney, who did witness tampering, and then, of course, they destroyed all their data. Well, if the government came to you and said, we need this data, blah, 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 and you destroyed it or what have you, you'd go to jail. But not if you're the Democrats, not if you're part of the J6 committee, not if you're Hillary Clinton. You know what? This is what we voted. This is why we voted Trump back in. And so, Mike, the Speaker of the House is a fucking scumbag for even bringing this forward. He needs to go. 12 bioweapons are part of the spending bill. Why? Oh, it also funds gain-of-function research. Yeah, that's great. We're funding bioweapon labs in this bill. This is crazy. So, yeah, Vivek and Elon weighed in. They don't like it. Nobody should like it. Mike Johnson needs to go. So here's a senator claiming he didn't even know that they were getting a 40% raise. This bill includes a 40% raise for Congress. I can only dream of a 40% raise. At a time where, I'm like, during the Trump administration, I was paying off bills. I was getting my credit score back. I almost bought a house. Now I'm back to renting again because Joe Biden took over. But I was doing really good and money was saved. And when Joe Biden and the Democrats stole the election and implemented their policies, I did everything I can to keep that money and stay alive and everything like that. Not now. Now I'm back in debt. I'm barely paying my rent. I'm barely paying my bills. I'm keeping fed. That's good. I still got beer. That's good. But I'm barely making by. 4 years of struggle when I was in 4 years of prosperity under Trump. 4 years of struggle. And this asshole has the nerve to say Congress needs a 40% raise. I make half of what they make now. And they say, it's COLA. It's the cost of living. We live in Washington, D.C., and it's the cost of living that we're dealing with, and so we need a 40% raise. I need a 40% raise because of the cost of living that you motherfuckers did to us. Sending our money this way, that way. Let's give more money to the fucking Nazis. Oh, well, of course, everything was being laundered back to you cocksuckers. We all fucking know it, and that's why you don't want the subpoenas. That's why you don't want Vivek and Elon looking into this shit. That's why you don't want fucking Kash Patel subpoenaing you motherfuckers. Because all that money came back to you. And the dollar went shit for us. That's why eggs cost fucking $8 for a fucking carton of eggs. We almost hit $10 a gallon in California at the beginning of this fucking thing. And the high gas prices wiped out all of our fucking savings in the first couple years. Oh no, midterms came, so we just emptied our our oil deposits to bring down the cost of oil, but then that went up. You already wiped us out. We've been barely fucking making it for 2 years. And then you wipe us out. So 4 years of fucking hell with Kamala and Joe Biden. And Speaker Mike Johnson thinks that the Congress should get a 40% raise because of cost of living. Fuck you. You should get a 40% deduction in pay. You should make less than what I make. Then maybe you'll spend more wisely. Currently, members of Congress earn $174,000 annually. I make less than half that. And I have a good job. I love my job. And I work really hard. And I pay all my fucking bills. As hard as it is. A substantial sum compared to the average American salary. No shit. But one that lawmakers argue no longer affects the cost of serving in office. Fuck you. You guys should be doing it for free. You guys should all have side jobs. We shouldn't pay you a fucking thing. It should be a privilege to fucking serve in our Congress. You should get no more money. If COLA adjustments have been in place, their 2024 salaries would reach $243,000. Elon Musk writes, how can this be called a continuing resolution if it includes a 40% pay increase for Congress? Here's Dick Durbin. Didn't even know. Yeah, right. That he was going to get a raise in this.
Members are giving themselves a pay raise. Do you guys deserve a pay raise?
No.
Well, that's news to me. It's good news. What has it been, 10 years or 14 years and no COLA, no change at all?
Fuck you, Dick Durbin.
I think it's about time something's done.
You support giving yourselves a pay raise?
How would I not know about a pay raise?
But I mean, people look at the performance of Congress and say, why should we give them more money?
What about the media? Think about that for a second.
And we're not paid by public money.
I know you're not, but I mean,
we're not paid. Yeah, you're not paid by public money.
Getting the same paycheck? What's going on?
Well, I mean, you're taxpayer money. I mean, you guys deserve a raise. And Durbin essentially said that, yes, they should give themselves a raise. And what also is noticeable,
Primary Dick Durbin.
Aware that this was in.
Come on, Democrats, grow fucking spine. Go against your own like us Republicans did.
Negotiated among a handful of members, and they're going to have to vote on this, and members will really won't have time to.
We got rid of the rhinos. The rhinos are no longer in control of the Republican Party. The Democrats, they're the same fucking scumbag, racist people that they already been. Since the Civil War, they love the slavery. They love the racism. They don't care if they're racist against white people, black people, Mexican people. They don't care. They're just racist all around, hatred-filled, satanic warmongers, pedophiles. That's who the Democrats are. So if you're a Democrat and you don't believe that, no, Dick Durbin needs to go. He thinks he should have a raise. All of us are struggling. Don't tell me you haven't had trouble buying a fucking pink dye for your fucking rainbow-colored hair. Going, oh, why can't I eat? Why I gotta do this? Why do you think so hard? Because of people like Dick Durbin, but you won't do nothing. At least the Republicans did something about it. I'm an independent, but that's why I voted for Trump. So, and Speaker Mike Johnson needs to go. And I think the Republicans need to fucking replace him. And, yeah, this is disgusting. The fact that this was dropped on the floor today, and they expected everybody to go, oh, sweet, spending package. And they said 40% raise. no oversight on Congress, can't subpoena them. We're going to put bioweapons and gain-of-function research in the bill. What else was a big smack in the fucking face to us besides all that crap? Oh, my God. They don't even know what is in the fucking thing. Oh, man. Rand Paul at least has something to say. I had hoped to see Speaker Johnson grow a spine, but this bill is full of pork shows. He is a weak man. Yes, he is. The debt will continue to grow. Ultimately, the dollar will fail. Democrats are clueless, and big government Republicans are complicit. Sad day for America it is. Josh Hawley said some other things. Elon Musk said this bill should not pass. And they are, including Trump, they are threatening primaries for people who vote for this, as they should be. So let's see here. What the hell's going on here? No, I don't want this. PragerU. Alex Marler show exclusive. Hawley on fire over spending betrayal. Every Democrat will vote yes, of course, because it's full of what the Democrats want. It looks really bad, but hopefully the calls will go. Just call your congressman. Call him and tell him that you won't ever support him, you'll never vote for him again, and you will vote for anybody that primaries them. I've already said my piece with Doug LaMalfa. That man is a scumbag. I will never vote for him. So anybody that primaries Doug LaMalfa, you'll get my vote. Crammed full of new spending, all expansion of government. They don't want us to read it. Dumpster fire, embarrassment. J.D. Vance and Speaker Johnson had a productive conversation over funding debt negotiations. Well, I hope so. I hope somebody smacks the holy living shit out of him and explains to him how bad he fucked up. This is bad. It's just, it's unbelievable that they did this crap. Oh my God. Let's see here. So J.D. Vance and Trump did come out and make a statement, and hopefully this will put everybody in line, because it does increase the debt ceiling. There's a lot of other things that this does. It increases the debt ceiling and it just kicks it down the road. And that's what every single time they do a debt thing, they just kick the can down the road, That's what it's called. Government spending, kick the can down to the road. Google it. You'll get you'll get a lot of more shit, but interpretation on that better than I can do, because, it's late and I need to go to bed, but I've been pissed off about this all day. And of course, everybody, listen to the radio channels and checking out different news outlets. Everybody's like, "Rah!" It's like, yeah. Yeah, I can see why. It's a smack in the face to the American people. It's a smack in the face to the people that voted for Trump. We voted to cut you guys in the short and curlies. And Speaker Johnson's supposed to be on our side, although Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker have often asked, is he compromised? This is compromised. If he's not compromised, he would have never put this bill forward, and that's why he needs to be taken out of speakership. Once he's out, he's no longer speaker. He needs to be primaried out of office. He should have no more say in anything. He should retire as a disgraced person, and his kids should be shunned and mocked for having bad genes, coward genes. His whole family, if you're a Johnson, it's almost like saying retarded, but in a bad way. This is totally scum. So Trump and Vance came out. Trump-Vance bashed 1,500-page spending bill loaded with big pharma subsidies. Let's protect big pharma. after everything they've done for us, right? Jesus Christ. You know how many people have died because of Big Pharma? It's unbelievable. So anyways, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance issued a joint statement Wednesday, slamming Congress over the 1,500-page spending package introduced late Tuesday evening, loaded with pork for Democrats' power grab, Big Pharma, and more. And so I'm going to read this. A statement from President Donald J. Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance. The most foolish and inept thing ever done by congressional Republicans was allow our country to hit the debt ceiling in 2025. It was a mistake and is now something that must be addressed. Meanwhile, Congress is considering a spending bill that would give a sweetheart provisions for government censors and for Liz Cheney. The bill would make it easier to hide the records of the corrupt January 6 committees, which accomplished nothing for the American people and hid the security failures that happened that day. This bill would also give Congress a pay increase while many Americans are struggling this Christmas. Many Americans like me, like everybody else that's watching this and that isn't a part of big government or makes at least what they make. I bet you anything, if you're making $170,000 a year, you're not struggling. You're not struggling like I am. So fuck you. Increasing the debt ceiling is not great, but we'd rather do it on Biden's watch. If Democrats won't cooperate on the debt ceiling now, what makes anyone think that they would do it in June during our administration? Let's have the debate now. And we should pass a streamlined spending bill that doesn't give Chuck Schumer, cocksucker from New York, senator from New York, and the Democrats everything they want. Republicans want to support our families, pay for disaster relief, and set our country up for success in 2025. The only way to do it is with a temporary funding bill without Democrat giveaways combined with an increase in the debt ceiling. Anything else is a betrayal to our country. Better than what I would have said. I have very colorful language. And so it's a shame. Sad day for America. I hope it gets shut down. I really do. And you can't protect people in Congress for what they did over the last 4 years. And you sure as hell don't deserve a fucking raise. You deserve to make less than what I do. I don't care about the cost of living in D.C. Get another fucking job. Do 2 jobs at once. And maybe, and you go, but we can't. Well, I guess you're too stupid. You can't make it like the regular folk then. Maybe we need to do this hard lesson to you, motherfuckers. We need to strip all of you of pay. We ought to do like a poll. Should we strip all congressional members and Senate members of their paychecks? Strip them all of it. Let it go to the federal debt. They will work for free for the next 4 years. I bet you a lot of them would leave. It'd be a good way to get your term limits in, huh? I don't know. Mike Johnson, you went too far on this one. You went way too far on this one, Bo. You're a dumbass. Fuck you. You need to get out of power. It's bad enough the trust that we have in the government. I will never, ever in my life trust the CIA, trust the FBI, trust the NSA. You guys have made it impossible for people like me, regular people, not just me, but regular people, to ever trust any agency, bureaucracy that comes out of the government. I don't trust Doug LaMalfa. He likes to give money to Ukrainian Nazis. The only person I trust is, well, J.D. Vance and Donald Trump because I voted for them. I'll trust Elon Musk. I'll trust Vivek. I'll trust every fucking person that he puts in that cabinet. But not one senator will I trust. Rand Paul, maybe. Massey, maybe. You guys make it really hard to trust you people. And if we can't trust you people, why the fuck are we paying you? You people are fucking scum. You really are. And you can do it. Go ahead, do it. Pass this. I'm not in control of everything. But I think that then after that, I just wish that, a reckoning comes and each and every one of you are voted out. I really hope Elon Musk and Donald Trump come through with their threats to have you all primaried out of office. We want a government that works for us. This spending bill, this spending resolution, this has nothing to do with us. This does not help us in any way. It does exactly the opposite. It hurts us, and it benefits you in every way, including a raise. Why should you get a raise for fucking up our country? Oh, it wasn't us. Oh, we just got control. No, the last 4 years under the Biden administration, you guys didn't challenge anything. You guys acted like you're going to challenge the election results, but no, you just didn't want anything like that to go, Merrick Garland, blah, blah, blah. Y'all need to go. All you need to go. And we need to no longer pay you. I think we should hold a poll on whether or not we should cut 40% from your budget, or we should just stop paying Congress at all. No more checks for senators, no more checks for congressmen. You guys should now get another job. You want to stay there and be lawmakers, that's fine. But I don't think you deserve a dime from the American public after the shit you pulled for the last 4 years. That's just me. I think it'll help balance our budget if we don't have to pay your asses. $430 some odd people in Congress. And we're going to increase each and every one of their pay by $70,000. I don't want to do the math right now. But I know it's disgusting. That's just me. Thanks for the last beer, or thanks for joining into the last beer. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I don't know how the fuck this thing works. But you guys all have a good night.